Good morning. This is La Canzone Cucina. That's my show, The Singing Kitchen. And it's me, Lou Pompilio. Is that me? Oh yeah, look, that's even on my watch. It says it's me. We're making meatballs today to go with this party we're having for Easter Sunday. But I just had to go buy bread because I was out of bread, and you can't make meatballs without bread. Yeah, you can't put breadcrumbs in it because you put breadcrumbs, they're too dry, and people use that, but they're really dry. They're not as good tasting as they should be. The bread is really nice. It holds the moisture, and it keeps them really nice. And we're going to go upstairs and make it now. So why don't you come upstairs with us? We'll get this started. Dog, it's time to go upstairs. Prepare yourself for the meal. Go, dog. Okay, I'll be back. Come on up. Okay, so we're back. I got to make meatballs, and I have to make sausage, and I have to make gravy. And we haven't made meat gravy on this program ever. So we're going to make it today. Now, the way we do this, these are neck bones from pigs' necks, which is pork. These are all the neck bones. I cut them. I'm going to take them, I'm going to put them in a pan, I'm going to put them in the oven, and I'm going to roast them until they kind of caramelize a little bit, and then I'll put them in the gravy. To put them in like this is fine, but when you roast them, and all the juices and the sugars come out of it, it makes it absolutely delicious. So I'm going to put this on a plate, I'm going to put it in the oven, and then while I'm here, since we have time, I'll put the sausage in with that too, and I'll do both of them together. Put them right in the oven, and I've got the oven set at about 350 degrees.
Okay.
Okay, so this will just go nicely in here like
And you're putting
this.
the sausage with the...
with the pork bones.
With the pork bones.
Well, pork and pork works well together. So now we've got everything on the plate. I'm just going to put this in the oven, and like I said, about 350, 375 degrees, and let it cook up until it's probably take about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then it'll be perfect. Okay? So we'll come back and we'll start making meatballs, and we'll get everything ready. Okay, that's it. Move it out further, farther, and that'll be it. Okay. The same thing with meatballs that I did with the pork for the gravy. I make the meatballs, I roll them up, I put them on, and I bake them. Frying them is really nice. There's a lot of oil when you fry them. Maybe more oil than we need. When you bake them and you put them in gravy, Lord knows if he can tell the difference. So maybe the Lord can tell the difference. I can't personally.
Yeah.
But me can't. So I take this, order this meat, and I put meat. Look at that meat going pan. Ooh. Then we take more meat because we need lots of meat. There's no meat, there's no fun. This will be like Russian. Okay. So now all the meat's in there. Now we have to make the rest of it happen. And like with everything else, we try to make it all happen. Okay, this is all the meat. Just going to squish it a little bit like this. Now, we need other things to make the meatballs. We need bread. So we got to put the bread on the water, get it wet, and then mash it up into the meat. Like this.
So it's going for a swim.
It's going for a swim. Bring it out.
And that bread wet, wringing out the bread. Looks like a bread
Bringing
ball.
out the bread, bringing out the bread, bringing in the sheep, whatever it is. Okay, and then we put this in here and break it up.
It mixes in better when it's wet, right?
Oh yeah, well it doesn't mix the other way. It's too
It doesn't?
dry.
Ah.
Then it'll mix with the meat. I got to get the rest of this bread wet and do this too. The rest of the bread. Then we're going to mix this up and see how it works. But before we do, let's put everything else in here that we need. Okay. So we've got the bread and we've got the meat. We're going to put this right here. And we're going to get more stuff to put in here. What do we need? We need eggs.
Wow, that egg store is pretty close
It
by.
sure is. As a matter of fact, the egg store is up the block, and they are farm fresh eggs. And they're actually organic eggs.
Oh, they have the yolks on them.
It sure is. Ooh.
Oh, that slides down.
Okay. So we'll take 1, 2, 3, 4. The meat can definitely take the pepper. And black pepper. We can overload this a little bit with black pepper. It tastes very good in meatballs.
And you're cutting the parsley?
Yep, I got to chop the parsley up. Now here's something that I haven't noticed. The camera's still on, I guess, right?
It's still on. Let me see how it's shooting. Hold on. Let me do it. Make sure it's getting what you're saying. Let me see what happens when you walk closer. These are all the technical considerations of the show.
Okay, how's that?
It's good, but I'm missing the very top of your head.
Is that better?
There
I
you
can't get any lower to do this.
If you could stay down there, that's fine.
Anyway, people. Okay, we'll come back. We'll do this when we're done. Okay, we'll turn them on. We'll get it back in. So I've got a bunch of cheese grated, and this is going in here. And if I need more cheese, I'll get some more cheese later if I need it.
And you have the parsley diced?
And parsley's diced. This is going in here now too.
Wow. That's a lot of meatballs.
Yeah, well.
Well, everyone's going to be here.
They're going to be here. Yeah, it was going to be 11 people. So.
Wow.
And they're probably going to need lunch when they go away to Canada.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So you put that all in there, and what do? Do you mix it up? Or?
Actually, I take the dog. No. And then my hands are clean because I've been washing all day long. And I do this.
And people couldn't wait for meatballs. It was requested by one of our subscribers who's really been a very active subscriber. We thank him very much. But we appreciate it. None of the suggestions, we take them all the time. And we love meatballs.
Oh, yeah, we do. So what we're going to do before we put these in the oven is we're going to fry one to see how it tastes. And if there's not enough something or other, we'll put it in.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's usually the best way to do it than just make them up and then say, well, there's not enough of this and that, and we should have put more of that in here.
Oh, so it's great. You get to sample it first.
Yeah.
Nice. Ah.
Then we take meatballs. Then we make them. Okay, this is it. Then when I get these all done, I'll put them in the oven and I'll take them out. I think it's about a half hour, maybe 40 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Cook. Okay,
Ooh.
and they'll cook up nicely in a while. And this is the sausage and the pork bones, and they'll be done in a few minutes too, and we'll be ready to go.
That looks good.
We'll see you in a bit. Be good. Come on, doggies. We're going to finish the gravy. We're going to put the gravy on, so we can all put the meat in it, and this way when we eat on Sunday, we'll be happy. First of all, I've got garlic and onion and salt. This is salt pork. Now normally I make everything with olive oil and garlic, but when you make a meat gravy, there's something about the salt pork that adds a pork flavor. So we're going to cut some of this like this, and some more of it like this. And one more piece. It says 4 pieces of salt pork. So we'll put a little bit of olive oil in here, not a lot.
That's
Give
good.
the salt pork to melt and give it the fat. So we're going to put maybe 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons olive oil.
Turn the fire on. Let it heat up. And while it's doing that, we'll take the salt pork and just cut it in half.
Oh, that's easy enough, right?
Yeah. Then we'll put this right in the pot with the olive oil. And we'll hear it cooking when it starts to cook. Meanwhile, we'll cut up the garlic. Just in case you need a little look. That's it.
Ah, there's the visual.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
We'll cut up the garlic. And add that to this. We use 2 cloves in this one. A lot of gravy. Come on. Hey.
Garlic can be difficult. That's why vampires don't like it.
Exactly. It's too much to cook with. Make it work better. And I like it. Take the end off. That end off. Yeah. And then we just cut this in half. And we'll make canoes with this one. My canoes are my favorite anyway.
Nice. Very neat to look at. Really neat to look at. Even better to eat.
Okay. Now we wait for this to cook. Oh, it's starting to cook now.
Ooh.
I can tell. If you look in the pot, you want to come over and look in the pot.
Yeah, I
I'll
want
show
to
you
go
what
see.
it is.
Whoops. Ah. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's definitely starting to cook up.
Yep.
Now that's just the amount that you use in there? No more, no less?
No more.
Oh, that's
Just
good.
to give it flavor, and then the pork bones will give it the flavor too. We don't need more than that. Oh yeah, you didn't think it was gonna cook like that, huh?
Ooh.
Just shrivels up. So now we're gonna add the garlic to it.
Okay. Garlic's going in.
We gotta brown 1, 2, 3 quickly at the top. We'll lower the heat on this a little bit. We'll put this back over here. That's brown, now we'll add the onion.
The camera was almost a casualty there.
Now, why don't you put your nose in the pot and smell it and tell me what it smells like? You haven't done this in how many years?
Ooh, it's wonderful, like the camera would say. It really is good. That smells great.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
It's a good thing. So make this work a little bit more. Then we'll take it off. We'll put the pork in it. The pork neck bones that we did already.
The ones that we took out of the oven, right?
The ones we took out of the oven, the ones that are right here. We'll put them in there. Then we'll strain the tomatoes, put the tomatoes on top of it.
And there's a strainer right there.
That's the strainer. And then we'll come back and we'll put on the stuff to cook. And that'll take about, with the pork, probably 2 hours. My favorite tomatoes, again.
Ah, those are.
But this has meat in it, so we're going to make sure we get the seeds out of it, so we're going to strain the tomatoes.
Ah,
So that it works out
hence
quite
the strainer.
Okay. I'll put this over here, put this over here, take this over here, and take the tomatoes and strain it right into the pot.
Wow, I haven't seen one of these in a long time since Grandma Marie did it years and years ago.
Add another one.
Wow. You know, those are still my favorite can openers. I like them so much better than,
Yeah.
than the magnetics.
And see, there's a lot of tomato juice left in here, so we're gonna have to rinse these out and put the water from the tomatoes right in here with this. And all we're gonna have to add to this is salt and pepper and fresh basil.
Oh, that's it.
That's it.
Just like regular gravy, right?
It is, just like regular gravy.
Yeah.
But the meat's what gives it the flavor.
Oh.
Yeah, the tomatoes get crushed down in here. Nice and easy. It's about this much because we have 3 cans to get, so we add a little more. We'll pour this one in here. And we'll rinse this one around.
Ooh, the puppy was barking. The puppy's going to bark. His Darla's
Yeah.
home.
Protecting the house. It's
Oh.
mommy. It's only your mother. Good boy.
Look at that tail.
It's mommy.
Looks like
Go
a
get
question-
it.
looks
Go
like a
get it.
question
Don't
mark.
sit up here. Go get it. Don't let it sit.
Go get it.
Go get your mother. Okay, take this and pour this in here. And that's it. We're done with that. Then we'll strain it off. We may have to add a 4th can for this. Let's see. Listen to the sound of the tomatoes as they puree themselves into the gravy. Oh man, we have to take this basil in here. So we take the basil out, put it right into the gravy
Put it
pot.
right in there? Because
Yeah.
it gets caught in the strainer part. Right?
Yeah, that part plus the fact that you don't want to strain the basil, you want to leave that hole.
That's right.
There's another piece. Another piece. There's another piece. Oh, I'm finding more pieces of basil and loving every second of it.
Ooh, looks like a slasher film down there. in a good way.
Yeah, you made it.
Oh, that thing really works nice.
Here she comes.
I hear a Darla. Oh, and the puppy's coming back upstairs. There's the puppy's tail. And there's Darla. Hi.
Hi.
I am putting the meat into the gravy. The
Ah.
pork bones, the neck bones. The things that give it all the flavor. This is the salt pork. Okay. I use just the tomatoes in this. I use Italian peeled plum tomatoes. And I like them a lot. I don't use paste. I don't use puree. I mean, people do, and it's fine. To me, it just...
It loses something.
Not that I don't know so much. It just adds a flavor that I don't like. It
I always
adds
thought
an
it was
essence
too...
to it.
Isn't it too sweet? Isn't that stuff
Well, the
too
puree's kind of sweet. The paste is a little bitter. They add a carrot or something else just to make it easier or more palatable because of the sweetness or the bitterness in it. But I just like the tomatoes, and I like to let them cook. And once they do, I'm happy. The tomatoes, I feel like what's the name? The Coen brothers, the Coen family. The tomatoes are happy, the gravy is happy, my meat is happy, and I'm happy.
And I'm happy. And it's nice getting the seeds out of it, huh?
Yeah. So we got the gravy on, the meat's in the gravy, the gravy's on the stove, we're cooking it up, it's gonna come to a boil, we're gonna let it cook for about 2 hours and it should be all done. And after that, we'll add the meatballs and the sausage to the gravy.
Ooh, there's a
And we'll
meatball.
be done, yes.
Oh, that looks good too.
Some fresh basil to the gravy,
Ah.
and we're gonna stir it in and let it cook. But we're also going to add a little bit of wine,
A little wine.
just about that much.
That much.
Stir it up. Hi, a little Stevie Wonder tune, because I like it. Hindi ko lela, isasaska, hindi akula, ingotando. Ingi akula ingi nilanga buttando l'uovo sa cikelele columbiavo e tu es una storia de mañana es una historia de amor es una historia de amor que irá por nuestro mundo es una historia de mi corazón. There are songs that make you smile, there are songs that make you sad. With a happy song to sing, it never seems as bad to me. King this melody, and I try to put in words how I feel. Tomorrow will be for you and me. I am singing of tomorrow. I am singing of love. I am singing someday true love will reign throughout this world of ours. Let's start singing of love from the heart. Let's start singing of love from the heart.
What do you think of the meat gravy, Ma?
I let you do as soon as it meets my mouth.
Play on words. Oh, hey.
Oh, play on words of fun, if you will.
Even the dog agreed. Who's out there? Jimmy Hoffa, he's alive. So you would recommend it?
Rich and delicious. This is not your grandmother's gravy.
Obviously, Zio
Actually,
enjoys it as well.
My grandmother's gravy.
Grandma's gravy was pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Come to think of it.
We're having a doggone good time here at Lock and Zona Casino. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Until
Man on the
next time.
street.
That's right.
Don't say bon appetit. Don't forget to say that.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. Everybody. Bon appetit.
I have 1, 2, 3. Everybody. 1, 2, 3.
Bon appetit.